Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible is a series of role-playing games developed by Multimedia Intelligence Transfer, Sega, and Menue, and published by Atlus and Sega for multiple platforms. The first game in the series was released in 1992 and has since had 4 other titles released, with the last one being released in 1995. They also have had a series of mobile games spanning from 2008 to 2010. These titles have not seen much attention in the West, and that has got people wondering. Hey guys, my name is Reza Unleashed, and I'm joined by Larrue, and in this video we're going to answer the question, what is Last Bible?
The first game, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible, was released for the Game Boy on December 23rd, 1992, for the Sega Game Gear on April 22nd, 1994, and for the Game Boy Color on March 19th, 1999. This game would receive a North American release under the name Revelations of the Demon Slayer, and be released on the Game Boy Color in August of 1999. Last Bible is set in a fantasy world patterned after the ancient Middle East. In this world, humans have learned to call upon the energy of the world called Gaia. The hero, L, has studied Gaia, but on the day of his graduation, strange creatures begin to appear. Together with his companions, he sets out to defeat the Gaia Masters that are bringing monsters to the world. The Game Gear port of the game would feature different sprites from the original, and also a completely different ending with an exclusive last location and boss. Just as Revelations Persona is known for the changes in the localized version, Revelations the Demon Slayer also has had changes in its localized version to suit the Western market. These changes consisted of several sprites being altered. The second game, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible 2, was released for the Game Boy on November 19th, 1993, and the Game Boy Color on April 16th, 1999. Last Bible 2 follows Yuri, who was born and raised in the Demon Kingdom. He sets off on an adventure after the Demon King asks for his help to stop the return of Geras, who was prophesied to return with the birth of Yuri. The third game, Another Bible, a spin-off title, was released for the Game Boy on March 3rd, 1995. Taking place in the world of Granas, there was once a great war between humans and demons. After a long conflict, peace was restored between humans and demons. Eventually, a demon cult appears and calls out to the demons, asking them to free themselves of the humans. And so the demons begin to oppose the humans. The protagonist, Cassiel, lost his parents and decides to abandon his hometown to travel. After rescuing the heroine, Pythia, their journey becomes one geared towards saving the world. The fourth game, Last Bible 3, was released for the Super Famicom on March 4th, 1995. The game takes place many years after Last Bible 2. People are living in relative harmony with the beasts. In the intro, a war hero named Alec Messena reaches the gates of the underworld. Before he collapses, he says that he hopes that his old friend, Glenn Larsford, will survive. The player begins the game as Glenn's son, CL. CL lives a rather peaceful life, playing with his friends and brother and going to school to learn how to make use of his potent Gaia, a supernatural form of energy. Occasionally, people mention a devastating war, known as the Polynesian War, that came to an end about 15 years ago. CL discovers that the formerly warring and now united Polynesian states are working to spread their Gaia prohibition law and end the threat of war once and for all. Some of CL's classmates live in the Polynesian states, which make use of Felestiu, a perpetual engine that provides free energy to everyone in the city, under one condition, that they never release their Gaia within the city limits, or be thrown in prison. After his village is attacked by soldiers who came to kill his father, CL is forced to uncover the mystery of what happened between Glenn and Alec's old team, the Felestiu engine and the Polynesian states. The fifth game, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible Special, was released for the Sega Game Gear on March 24th, 1995. In this title, the Demon King Grayus has captured the holy city of Jerusalem. The hero, Mattel, has been given the ability to control demons by the Pope of Constance. Now he must gather together a party to challenge 4 dungeons to save the world. The last series of games, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible New Testament, is a series of mobile games that released in Japan in 3 installments on January 16th, 2008, April 23, 2009, and September 17th, 2010.
The first 3 Last Bible games all have very similar gameplay to the rest of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise. Players can explore the world and fight various types of demons. During combat, players can choose various actions from a menu. Once defeating demons, players gain experience to level up and obtain new skills, as well as earning money. Players can opt to talking to demons and recruit them to their team instead of fighting them. Players can then use these demons and use a type of magic called Combine to fuse them together and create stronger demons. In Last Bible 2, players can increase the strength of their allied demons by giving them accessories. In Last Bible 3, players have access to a gauge that shows how the answers they give during conversations affect the monsters. Revelations: The Demon Slayer includes an unlockable multiplayer mode in which 2 players can let their respective parties fight each other. Another Bible is a turn-based strategy game where the player moves their characters on tiles and fights enemies. The gameplay loops through 3 types of segments: preparation for battles, battles, and towns. During the preparation segments, players choose which characters they want to send out, and during the town segments, players buy and sell items and collect information that is required for getting to the next area. Similarly to the numbered Last Bible titles, players can recruit and fuse monsters in another Bible. Last Bible Special is a role-playing game that is controlled from a first-person perspective, in which players aim to travel through 4 dungeons. The development for Last Bible started when Atlus wanted to make a game that was more friendly for children. Several companies have been involved in the production of the series. The numbered titles were developed by Multimedia Intelligence Transfer, the Game Gear version of Last Bible was developed by Sega, and the mobile New Testament phone entries and another Bible was developed by Menue. Atlus published all the games except Last Bible Special and the Sega Game Gear version of Last Bible, which were published by Sega. Atlus also localized and published the Game Boy Color version of Revelations: The Demon Slayer in the US. Reception for these games was mixed or average, with the known Famitsu scores for the games being 25 out of 40 for Last Bible, 23 out of 40 for Last Bible 2, 29 out of 40 for Last Bible 3, and 24 out of 40 for another Bible. Common criticism about the titles were that the games were fun but not innovative. At the time, Western reviewers complained about the demon recruiting system in Revelations: The Demon Slayer, but Japanese reviewers praised it, calling it fun. The graphics for the series were generally praised except for the Game Boy versions, as they lacked rich backgrounds, and the graphics of another Bible looked cheap and had a lot of underlying issues with them. All of the music in the series was praised, barring another Bible soundtrack, which was generally thought of as worse than the other titles in the series. Last Bible is an averagely performing spin-off of Megami Tensei that spans over 8 titles. Where there have been some good moments drawn from these games, ultimately they missed the mark and became forgotten titles. Because of this, most of these games have not made it over to the Western audience, and the story of humans using Gaia to save the world will slowly disappear to the passing of time. What do you guys think about Last Bible? Let me know in the comments section down below. Also leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. With all that being said and done, my name is Res Unleashed, the resident gathering information about the Last Bible spin-off series and unleashing it out into the world, and I'll catch you all next time.